Hassan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. You were mentioning in the Sohbat upstate the words that they're always circling and they're always gonna come back, especially if the wrong words are said. I wanted to ask for us.
Wrong words and right words, they always circle.
Yes.
Yes. And?
For us, how can we be more mindful of the words that we say, to not say those wrong words that are going to come back to affect us?
How are we going to be more mindful? Every word that everyone says, passing from the tongue, it is not disappearing into the air. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Hasbunallah. You may say a couple of words, inshallah. For sake of tradition, our way is founded and is continuing through sohbat. For those who want sohbat, they're going to listen. Those who don't want sohbat, is not going to change anything from your life. Those who wanted changes from their life, they found that Prophet, they followed him, and that Prophet brought them to the highest station. Those who don't want that guidance, they found their Prophet and they reject him. They found that Prophet and they pretend, they become munafiq to him. They don't go to the highest level, they go to the lowest level. This way is continuing with sohbat. You take the sohbat and you put it into your lives. You're going to see changes. You don't put it in your life. You can be sitting in sohbat for 20 years, 40 years. You're not going to make one step in the way of tariqat. Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, say something that is going to give you and others benefit, or else keep silent. Don't talk. This is a hadith sharif that our Shaykh would repeat every week, because this is very important and it is very relevant to us living in these times. That if you are running to get so much knowledge about everything, they're pushing all our children, Muslim children. No, you must run to learn fiqh, you must run to learn tajweed, you must run to learn aqidah, you must run to learn Quran, you must learn, running after all this external knowledge that they are swallowing, just like that. But there is no internal knowledge. Because the Prophet ﷺ saying, O my nation, take care of these two parts of your body. What is between your jaws and what is between your legs. If you take care of them, if you know how to use it, you may enter into paradise through any door that you want. How important is this? That if a man is not knowing how to use what is between his jaws, his tongue, and what is between his legs, his private parts, that definitely these two parts in Akhir Zaman, mankind is using anywhere, to anyone, in any place, in any time that they want. Especially what is between the jaws, the tongue. It used to be, maybe, reputation saying women talk too much, women they gossip. No longer, man is catching up, more than that. We have now everyone interfering into everything, especially with the social media, with the internet, everyone interfering into everybody's business, into everything, whether they have knowledge or they don't, whether they have permission or they don't. Someone is just going to say something that they found about either about an imam, an awliya, or about the Prophet ﷺ. You don't even know if that one has a ghusl. You You don't even know if they have a wudu. I doubt so many alims whether they have wudu or not when they are speaking there and they are talking. Because you cannot have wudu there when you're sitting around and you're passing judgment about the Holy Prophet ﷺ. There's so many modern scholars they are doing. So saying something that is passing your limits. But those words that we are saying, it is not disappearing into the air. The words that we are saying, it is circling around in the universes, in the galaxies. The sounds, they are traveling. They're not disappearing. And if you say something and it doesn't fit into the description of the person that you're saying to, it will circle around and will come back to you. One of the things that is very important in Islam, that for 1400 years traditional Muslims, they are practicing knowing holy times, holy months, holy days. What do? They practice iktikaf. What is iktikaf? Today's knowledge, iktikaf is just entering into a masjid and making nawaitu iktikaf. But inside the masjid, they are talking about the worst subjects that outside they don't talk about. You know, it's forbidden even to speak about dunya matters in a masjid. So, man cannot even control his tongue. You control your tongue by controlling your heart. You don't know how to control your heart because you don't want to put your heart in front of someone who's going to train you. You're going to speak whatever you want. Then Jahannam is your end. And people are not understanding what is iktikaf, not understanding what is holy days and nights. Because in holy days, holy nights, holy weeks, and holy months, when you enter into this state of iktikaf, you don't talk too much. You train yourself not to talk too much. You train yourself to say, the words that come out of my mouth now. First words that come out of my mouth when I wake up must be the shahadat. You train yourself, the last things that come out of my mouth now before I go to sleep must be the shahadat. You are careful what comes out of your mouth because you know your Allah is watching you. You know that your Prophet is watching you. You know that the awliya Allah, they're watching you. Your Shaykh is watching you. And you're sitting down every day to say, what did I speak today? What did I speak? These words, they reach to whom? These ones, they help this one, or it cause harm to him? The believer sits and thinks. The believer is the one who thinks. And Allah praises the ones who think. And Allah curses to the ones that He has given the aql and is not using it to think. You may call like information, that's not thinking. You may go and memorize things, that's not thinking. You go to this conference, running to another conference, running to another convention, that's not thinking. And in so many of these places, they don't teach you how to think. They only give you more and more and more. But thinking is the first step, tafakkur, towards nearness to Allah. You don't think, how are you going to have muraqabah? You don't have that, how are you going to have taqwa? What is taqwa? To know that your Lord is watching you, to have that presence. Muslims today, they don't want their Lord to see them at all. Just like Firaun and Namrud saying, this is your kingdom, this is my kingdom. You rule the heavens, I rule here, this is mine. So we don't follow the traditions. To sit and to hold your peace. Shafani used to say this Turkish proverb, saying, if speech is silver, then silence it is gold. Where they are encouraging people to be silent these days. If anything they say, speak, talk, make as much noise as you want. Don't sit and don't think. But Allah is praising those ones who think in the Quran over and over again. These are signs for the men who think. Associations where they're going to make you to sit and to think, very few. So you're asking me the question, how to be more mindful. Sit down. Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, 1 hour of meditation, tafakkur, it is better than 70 years of worship. Awliya Allah saying, you cannot carry 1 hour in these days. Sit down and just think for 5 minutes at least. Because we're very busy these days, running after the dunya, running after the desires, running after this false passing world, that even if something is openly a warning from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Muslims are being trained not to think. This is punishment from Allah. No, don't say it's punishment. It is only the weather. This is punishment from Allah. Don't say this is punishment. This is just disease. So more we're pushing Allah out from His creation, more stupid the man becomes. More foolish the man becomes, more he thinks he's going to live forever, that he is the Lord. We're asking Allah to save us from that kind of foolishness, to give us more faith, inshallah. We're asking Allah to make us to have the power to be able to think, to be able to meditate, to be able to understand, and to be able to give shukr to whatever that He has created, and to be around those ones who can think. May Allah remove the arrogance from our hearts, and the stubbornness and the anger and the jealousy. May Allah remove the zulm from our hearts, and take away zalim people that are around us. May Allah forgive me and bless you, inshallah. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha.